Well, our great American nightmare is over. Uncle Herschel is back on the logo of Cracker Barrel. Yay. Our country is so funny. We don't fight about mass incarceration. We don't fight for police brutality. We don't fight for a great education for our kids. We don't fight homelessness. We don't fight for the environment. We don't fight for the income wealth gap that seems to be getting bigger every day. We're not fighting that we're losing our democracy seemingly on a daily basis. These things we do not fight for. But Uncle Herschel being missing from a Cracker Barrel logo. Now we got to fight. We are so screwed as a country. Because we fight for the wrong stuff. Police brutality? No, we can't fight about police brutality. Oh, no, we can't do that. But we need Uncle Herschel back, okay? You win. I will say this. I would defend the Uncle Herschel fans for a second. I think Cracker Barrel really didn't do anything wrong. These companies change logos all the time. I remember growing up, I would see the golden arches all over the place for McDonald's. I remember Dairy Queen was Dairy Queen, now it's DQ. These people change their logos. Coke changes their logo, Pepsi changes. Everybody changes logos all the time. But I think the thing that the people who run Cracker Barrel didn't understand, it was how tied Uncle Herschel was to the rural and suburban fans of Cracker Barrel. I think Uncle Herschel popped up in 1977. In a lot of ways, I think Cracker Barrel's been around since 1969. So the logo they went to, basically, I think was almost like the original logo, where there wasn't an Uncle Herschel. It says Cracker Barrel. And then I think Uncle Herschel popped up in 1977 and is tied to it. It's like, yeah, okay, so I understand it. And I get why people are so tied to it because they've been seeing Uncle Herschel since 1977. But if the food is the same, I'm more concerned about the price of Cracker Barrel than I am concerned about a logo. Like growing up, I used to see Ronald McDonald all the time. I just now seen Ronald McDonald in the commercial. But he used to be in commercials all the time. They phased out Ronald McDonald years ago, to be honest. Did that stop me from going to McDonald's? No. It didn't stop me from going to McDonald's. And having an Uncle Herschel who doesn't even exist dictates if you go to Cracker Barrel or not. It's just, I don't quite get it, but people were tied to that logo. Well, I think what Cracker Barrel was trying to do is, it's not just rural and suburban white folks who's going to Cracker Barrel. It's black, it's Latin, it's young white folks, Asian and Native American. So they probably took some polls, some surveys, and asked people, what do you think about Cracker Barrel? What would you think if we changed our design? And some people say, you know what? It's kind of old-timey. Maybe you need to update it. And maybe they're trying to reach out to a younger demographic. Like the demographic that's kind of going to Cracker Barrel is probably kind of slides a little bit older. And maybe Cracker Barrel wants to open up their base a bit because the restaurant game, man, it's tough. The chains, you're fighting Applebee's and all these different spots, you're battling for a dwindling dollar. Like people don't have a lot of money to spend. Like maybe 20 some odd years ago, people can go to a Cracker Barrel and Applebee's on Fridays, but people are kind of more discerning where they spend their money. And maybe their market share has shrunk. Maybe they still got the core suburban, rural Cracker Barrel audience, but maybe they're not grabbing the young kids anymore. And that Gen Z or millennial audience is a lot bigger. And maybe that's why they was changing things to kind of bring young folks in. Maybe that was their goal. So I understand why they wanted to do it. I understand why people were upset. But still, they're going to change down the road. They're going to change the logo. They just got to figure. They're going to change that logo in some form. This is not over. They let these folks win. It's okay, fine. You can have Uncle Herschel back, but I don't think it's going to be the last that we've seen it. I remember the last time. I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a long time, but I remember the first time I went to Cracker Barrel, and I stepped in there and it felt like I was in a Twilight Zone episode. I stepped in there and it felt like I stepped into a place from the 1950s and 60s, and the chill came over my body. It felt like my ancestors was like, get out. It's like Lateef Stanfield from Get Out, talking to my man Dan Kalula and said, get out. It's like, I was looking around, I was like, what year are we in? What's that chill in my body? But the food was good. It was nice and southern. It wasn't as good as my grandmama's southern cooking. She was from Alabama. Like, that was real Southern food she used to do. But it was good. Biscuits was good. Nice was good. I always liked the rocking chairs. I love a rocking chair. I remember when I went there, I went outside and sat in a rocking chair. One of my favorite places in the world is the Charlotte airport, because they got rocking chairs. They're the only airport I know they got rocking chairs. I love rocking chairs. It just is so relaxing. So I did like that about Cracker Barrel, that they had the rocking chairs, and the food was good. The ambiance inside, I have to tell you, is a little off-putting. Because it was like, am I safe in here? I felt my great-grandfather tapping me on the shoulder. It was like, go eat your biscuits and get your gravy and get the hell out. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe they just wanted a broader reach of the fan base there. I don't know. So what do you guys think? Are you on the side of like, no, man, they should have never changed it? They should have left Uncle Herschel the way it is. They should have never redesigned it. And don't give me all this woke crap. Woke and all that. I hate hearing woke. I hate hearing DEI. Because people who don't have a firm argument just throw that out. It's woke. And they have no argument. I gave you guys tangible stuff. You can say, yeah, it's woke. No, that doesn't fly with me. You got to give me a reason why you think they actually changed it. And I do think they did it just to reach a broader audience, maybe a younger audience, maybe an audience that wasn't as cool with Uncle Herschel. Changing the logo shouldn't change anything. But for this audience, it did. So I'm saying for the next few years, I think Uncle Herschel will be fine. But I'm telling you, by the time we get to the end of the decade, Uncle Herschel will be gone. Or they could do a couple of things. I think short term, they could double down on Uncle Herschel and start doing commercials where you have a guy who becomes the real life version of Uncle Herschel. I guess you can do that. Or they do something kind of slick, and it's slowly. I think everything was too abrupt. You had the logo design, they changed the interior. I think it was all too much at once. I think the next rollout would be, what's 2025? They will slowly but surely, probably in 2026, 2027, start taking stuff away. Piece by piece. Oh, the candy's gone. Oh, the trinkets are gone. The only thing that might be left is those rocking chairs. And then those people's all mad about Uncle Herschel back in 2025. Most will probably won't even tell the difference. Or they offer 2-for-1 specials. You know, get biscuits and chicken and fries for like 2 for $15 or something like that. And people's like, oh no, I can give a damn about Uncle Herschel. Give me that deal. So no, I think Uncle Herschel will fade out. It's just right now in 2025, they tried to do too much. Listen, Cracker Barrel, just between me and you, do it slow. They'll never tell the difference. They don't even watch this channel. So keep Uncle Herschel. Keep him prominent for the next year or so. But slowly start rolling stuff back. And by that time Uncle Herschel is gone, they will even care. They'll be saying, hey, can I have more gravy? Uncle Herschel.